There's so many danger zones out there now. You can't even be girlfriends and boyfriends because of a lot of these common law marriages now that countries are passing to steal your assets from you, pretty much. Right now, girlfriends can take your house. What? The actual?
Welcome back. Glad you could join me again. The dangers of living with a girlfriend. Now, first of all, a lot of benefits. Let's be honest to begin. As men, the benefits
Sure.
of moving your girlfriend in.
There's benefits. There's always benefits. Easy access to sex, maybe some cooking, maybe a little bit of cleaning if she does those things. But is it worth it?
To your home is WAP on tap, isn't it? Let's
Whap
be
on
honest.
tap.
Up front, to begin, WAP on tap, morning, noon, and night.
I do like that one. Whap on tap.
Yeah, she's pretty much always there, isn't she? Yeah, some good when you want it and need it. Yeah, obviously I've got to be safe and advertiser friendly for you too, but you get the point, We're all
Pretty
grown.
much.
As well as company.
This is why, I feel bad for a lot of us creators in this space because we can't even say normal, regular, degular words just because we get like focused on even harder. Even us saying like regular, degular words in a slightly misogynistic way. And all of a sudden our video gets freaking demonetized.
Shared finances, if that's needed, companionship and friendship, all the other stuff that comes with obviously having a woman live with you. Yeah, that's nice, that's cute. Now let's get to the real point here. Never move your girlfriend into your home. Common law relationship rules. Because you see, even
I actually 100% agree with this. Do not move them in. They can come and stay over every so often, maybe, a week here or there or so, but do not move them in.
if as a man nowadays, you don't want to get into anything too serious, probably have a chick here, chick there, probably a little situationship going on. Yeah, alright, cool. Seen a lot of men have done and been comfortable with having a woman live in their house. It doesn't matter. She has access to none of this. Yeah, except when certain common law rules are enforced. The ones giving her access to your stuff, depending on how long she's lived in your home. Yeah, it's not cute just having a girlfriend live with you anymore, is it? I'm still safe. I didn't marry her. I didn't marry her. I'm clever. Certain cases, that doesn't even matter.
I mean, we thought we were clever, and the government was like, no.
Especially in the UK. Yeah, the new laws in the UK. You're effed. 3 years plus, you're effed, bruh. Certain parts of the world.
That's crazy, just 3 years plus. That's literally made for normal freaking relationships because most relationships don't last 3 years plus.
Certain states in America, they can overturn it whenever they want to. A lot of men are just effed anyway. But with this new law enforced in the UK now, if you're a dude in the UK, own your own property or own property and stuff, move your girlfriend in. Oh, that's pretty much your wife now, bruh. Pretty much your wife. Oh, don't let anything happen to you. Anything mysterious happen to you, bro.
Oh.
Because now all of a sudden this girlfriend that you've been with for 3.5 years exactly now has all of his stuff. Hey, I'm just saying, allegedly.
That is a crazy thing, just for her to be together with you for that long. Assets automatically kind of transfer over to her. That sets a pretty dangerous precedence for a lot of men.
Allegedly, come on. It's not like, women wouldn't do that, would they? Would they? Come on. In other words, be careful, men. Have a look at this. Further explain common law. From blackforwards.com. Common law partner. What rights do you have? Couples who live together are sometimes called common law partners. Many couples think this gives them the same rights as if they were married. Now, this article is somewhat old, but as of recently, this law now applies in the UK. If you've lived with your girlfriend for 3+ years, yes, you can get your stuff, bro. However, in England and Wales, common law partner simply means an unmarried couple who live together. This does not give you the same rights as marriage or civil partnership. This becomes evident at the worst times, when you separate, when the house is in danger, or if a partner passes away. So before, your girlfriend wouldn't have access to anything because that would make sense. She doesn't have access to anything by law. However, by new common laws in the UK, and as a lot of Americans and other parts of the world have been suffering with for a while now, it's becoming standard now, isn't it? Wow. What is a common law partner? Many people believe that if you live with your partner for a certain period, you become common law partners with legal rights, similar to those of...
I don't get why. Why? We didn't decide to want to make anything legal about it. The government just decided on their own.
Married couples. But regardless of how long you've lived together, you do not have the same legal rights and protections as married couples or those in civil partnerships. A common law partner is just another term for someone who lives with a partner in a long-term relationship but is not legally married or in a civil partnership. Okay, we get it. So we understand what a common law partner is. However, notice how swiftly they can change that law. In certain US states, they can enforce it if they want to. In the UK, we've seen they've enforced that for the UK. Haven't we?
Yeah, I believe there's quite a few states in the United States that have the common law thing. California is not.
Good luck living with your girlfriends, man. Some of them have wife privileges.
Which I'm surprised. You would think California would be one of those liberal states that would have common law marriages.
Now, good God. This misunderstanding can put families in difficult situations if separations or death occurs. With census data revealing that the percentage of cohabiting partners increased from 20.6% in 2011 to 24.3% in 2021 in England and Wales, it's especially important to know what rights common law partner has and doesn't have. Indeed,
why do you need to know you're just together? What rights are there? You're dating. Like, what the actual?
Exactly.
Come on, man.
And this is my point and warning to you as men. It's not just cute anymore, living with your girlfriend, having that WAP on tap. That WAP can now tap all of the resources you have. Yeah? And look at this as well. I asked Google, do more women live in men's homes than men live with women? Something like that. Yes. Demographic and cohabitation data indicates that women are more likely to move into a man's home or live in a home owned by a man than vice versa, largely driven by traditional cohabitation patterns and older couples, though the gap is narrowing among younger generations. And there's a link for PubMed Central which breaks down that point even more. But yeah, we don't need to read all of that. You get the point. It's largely been, in other words, more women moving into a man's home than the other way
Shocker.
around. Obviously, he owns a home. He's got the money to own a home. Okay, be careful. So you see, as we've seen from the article, that outdated article, especially if you live in the UK, because that's outdated now, we understand what common law is, but we also understand that everything that article said is now the opposite. Because, oh, no. Now she can have access to your stuff just by her living with you. Oh, yeah, don't forget WAP on tap. Yay, WAP on tap. Yay, companionship. I got my woman here. You know, we talk. You know, we watch TV shows together. You know, Love Island, hey?
It is funny that we make fun of just normal, basic couple interactions nowadays. Just like, yeah, just relaxing and watching movies together. Like, you really want that? Like, most men do, I think. Most people genuinely want partnership, and especially to share normal moments in life together. But it just sucks that now we have to kind of push men away from it because it's dangerous now. Like, you can't even get the basic human interaction because it's dangerous.
Hey, Love Island? Okay, sure. But in all that time, she has been amassing, well, I don't know, equity? I don't know if equity is the right word to use. Ownership of your stuff. Again, not your wife, just your girlfriend. And let's be honest here, you know, sometimes a man may, you know, be with a chick for a little while. He knows he's not going to be with her forever. Come on. And some of you dudes, you know you're not going to be with her forever. But she's good for now, isn't she? Yeah, she passes time.
I mean, I guess you can still do that. Just make sure she leaves before 3 years.
Fun and
at least in
sex
the
is
UK.
good. Yeah. So I mean, hey, she'll do for now. You know you're not going to be with her forever. You know you'd never marry her. You know you never want to give her access to your stuff. Gone out the window. And like that last point that I've shown you about the fact that it's more women that move into men's homes, further drives home the point as to how dangerous it is. You know, a lot of men say nowadays, oh, why are so many men single bachelors? Why do so many men want to be a single bachelor? I'll go find a girlfriend, find a wife. But the point a lot of men make is, when finding the wife and the girlfriend isn't the problem, it's the problem being with her brings to your life. Yeah? 70+% of them leave their husbands. It's slightly less in terms of, you know, when she's your girlfriend. I mean, the numbers sort of almost even out weirdly there when you don't marry them. That's an interesting point. I'll probably make a video on that topic alone. But you get my point. So a lot of men have
Yeah, I think more men are willing to leave relationships because women don't have that same leverage against them like they are in marriage.
But naturally, you know what? I can just live with her. We can cohabitate safely.
That's what we thought.
Safely. Yeah. Gone out the window. Even the men that knew how dangerous it was to get married, but still obviously wanted a woman in their life, wanted a girlfriend, one or two, or just to have a chick around, Hey, she can move in. That's fine. Yeah, I'll pay the bills. Hey, that's cool. She's just here, but I'm not at risk anymore. Out of the window. Again, I'm going to make a broader video on more of the worldwide perspective of this. But yeah, I just wanted to get this one out because I'm going to refer back to this video soon. But again, it's sort of like you're damned if you do and damned if you don't. Every man doesn't want to be a single bachelor, first of all. But a lot of men have realized it's possible, it's f***ing safer to be so. Easier.
And that's it. That is literally it. It is just safer to do so. It is probably the safest, best direction forward for a lot of men. Because a lot of men are not him. They're not the women, they're not the top 1%, the top 10% that every woman is clamoring after. Right? So it's not worth it for a lot of these men.
Safer, cheaper, more financially beneficial for me. And it's things like that men have to weigh up with the fact of the quality of the woman, first of all, yeah? But then the power you give to the woman by marrying her, living with her now in some cases.
No, like we said, you literally just hand her all the leverage she'll ever need to destroy your life.
And or putting a baby in her. And the thing is, it's odd. People act as if you're weird as a man for being aware of these dangers. So no, you're fucking supposed to be. Those people are effing weird. I think those people are weird. You're meant to be aware of dangers everywhere and everywhere. Come on. Oh, what, you want men to be naive? Oh, F off.
Seriously.
See you next Tuesday. But look, the point is, constantly as men, we have to reassess and readjust our positioning in this world. Because sometimes it doesn't matter what we do, it's the powers put against us based on what we want, desire, need. I'll never deny the allure of women. Of course not, the women. Come on. Yeah? To some degree you understand why simps exist, because come on, especially if she's fine. Good God. My God, you understand why some men get lost, in other words. But that's part of how dangerous it is for us as men. They know how easy it is for men to cave in. They know. Yeah? You see a lovely woman, she's good looking, and she's giving you play as well. A lot of men are lost. I'll move in.
It's true. It's true. He's not wrong, right? Men are so thirsty that just simple interaction and play, men will just give you the world.
Move in. Come live with me. I'll pay the bills. All you have to do is just be there and look pretty. Obviously get a job as well. Sitting in my house, just doing nothing. And they'll say he's just, the common everyday man. Look at what LeBron James said the other day. Look at what he said. He doesn't want to come home and see his woman just sitting there in his home. I don't want to see that. Yes, I'm LeBron James. I can pay the bills. It's not the money isn't a factor. It's the sort of attitude, if you will, the expectations, the demands. It's like, no, get up and do something. In other words, amongst my waffling, people insult men for doing what they're doing nowadays and living the way they're living without realizing and understanding or even effing caring. Yo, this is...
They never do. They never want to care why we walk away, why we don't want these things. They just want to shame us to doing these things for them because they get all the benefits.
This is what a lot of men have to do. A lot of men have been burnt and scarred before. They don't want that to happen again. However, a lot of men are still in relationships and dating. They may never marry again, but they're obviously still dating and in relationships. Well, then again, that puts another dangerous factor into it as well. Because now it's not that simple anymore. Some question, why are they doing this? Why all these new laws and everything? I mean, well, what, the economy? Is this why Emily Ratajkowski is selling herself again? And not. But I'm just saying, I don't know, allegedly.
Yeah, it makes sense. The economy is going down. Women are going more broke. How do they save women? Screw men over like they always do.
Allegedly, I forgot to say that. Allegedly, Emily Ratajkowski, all that stuff, whatever. But the economy, the so-called recession that we're in now, desperation in the air. A woman sees a gullible dude, look at him. He looks like he'd like some good whap on tap. Yeah, I'm a decent, lovely woman. I can give him that whap on tap. Yeah? Dude's lost.
I wonder how many women do think that way. Like, he's all right. I mean, I just give him sex and I just be able to stay with him and, live rent free and stuff.
A few years down the line, you put a baby in her.
Screwed.
Good luck, bro. And she's been living with you for this amount of years. F, bro. You effed. Unless you've got a good lawyer and or whatever. My God. Now this is just a waffle. I just wanted to get this one out. Explain a few points. I am going to refer back to this.
That was a good waffle. I think definitely needed to go over this topic on this channel.
This video in, some follow-up videos. But I wanted to get this point out here. Because there are a lot of new laws coming in. And again, as a man, it's always good to be aware of these things. Again,
It sucks because there were some laws that were like, oh, paternity tests are coming in. Oh, 50-50 custody. And then you get laws like this. Now you're like, man, no, we took 2 steps forward and now we took 10 steps back. Damn it. Please like, subscribe, comment down below. I really appreciate that. Catch you guys next time. Ciao.